You're up to date on what's happening tonight, so now let's take you in depth with your topics, your questions, getting you answers. Norman Robinson has the show you'll see only on 6.
The city's population about half what it was before the storm. So why does this one school actually have more students post-Katrina? 6 on Your Side Live investigates this success story. Damaged homes and renters' rights. It's Legal Matters Monday with attorney Tracy Washington, and looking for help for the court system's smallest clients. How you can help foster children with nowhere else to turn. From Studio B at the WDSU Broadcast Center in New Orleans, 6 is On Your Side Live. Good evening. I'm Norman Robinson. We begin tonight with an education success story in the city of New Orleans. A celebrated state-run art school is seeing growth since Katrina. 6 on Your Side Live investigates what's going right at one institution. At the New Orleans Center for Creative Arts Riverfront campus, Media Arts Chair Paul Werner keeps on display in the lobby the Katrina documentaries his students produced.
The sun on Friday, August 26th, was as bright as my future.
A few feet away, Katrina reflections are shared on a bulletin board. But these talented high school students from schools all over the region are using their creativity to move forward from the storm.
It's really quite amazing because it was so tense last year with having the school closed and then being open in satellite places around the city. And then we had kind of a rebirth in the summer when we finally get back on campus. And this year, it's just like we started off hitting the ground running. Everybody was just so anxious to produce, to do things, to get some artwork out there.
He came and he stole my heart, for my love is his and will be for forevermore.
St. Augustine senior Blair Levine is mixing his latest composition. He and brother Martin Jr. Elliott Hathaway are learning the skills at NOCCA they'll need for careers as music producers. Levine's post-storm assignment was called Katrina Melodies, so he's happy to be working on a love song.
Katrina's done, and having a song to remind me about it every time could, bring someone's spirit down, every now and then. And I'm trying to please the public a lot. And love is something that is well-rounded. Everybody loves.
While everywhere you go, it's hard to hear conversation about anything else but Katrina, not so at NOCCA.
Katrina happened a while ago. And even though it did touch all of us, we're kind of past that. And we're on to doing bigger and better things.
And one of the reasons the students tell us is their appreciation for their training.
We're growing up and we're realizing we have to be something. So, this is where we're going with it. Put all energy and all forces in that direction. And after the storm, we're trying to rebuild and, let everybody know there's still something here. So we're trying to still go in that same direction.
NOCCA says its media arts program has more students than pre-K.
What really surprised me was how many new students came back. We ended up getting a number of students who had evacuated to other parts of the country that got exposed to media programs, and when they came back to New Orleans, they sought us out.
This semester, Werner's program has 44 students from 21 schools. NOCCA kids take academics in their base schools in the morning and travel to NOCCA for their afternoons of arts. NOCCA Riverfront offers Saturday workshops that attract students still evacuated to places like Baton Rouge and Jackson, Mississippi. The Creative Arts Center holds summer programs for students statewide. Mandeville High Junior Ryan LaBeouf has been a filmmaker since he was 8 years old. He says NOCCA has a role in New Orleans hurricane recovery.
Everything that's going on in NOCCA will show the rest of the country and even the world that, look, New Orleans is back up on its feet. It's going forward with what it has to do. It's doing things that it's known for, like the art and the music and everything. And of course, we took a big hit from Katrina, but we are back up and we're going forward.
We made a case last fall when they were talking about whether or not NOCCA should reopen and whether the state would fund it, that the arts, and particular NOCCA, was an essential ingredient. This school has such a strong success rate of taking students and lifting them to a higher level and putting them on the right road to their profession, that to me, in trying to recover, you look to the things you've done the best and hang on to those. And NOCCA has been one of the jewels in the city for a long time.
As NOCCA offers world-class training to creative students, Werner thinks the reinvention of public schools in New Orleans offers greater opportunity for all students to gain from the arts.
People are aware of the fact that the arts are not a sideline, but they actually, when you incorporate the arts into the curriculum, the students actually do better. It addresses the whole child. And I think that's one of the things that people have been talking about, reviving the school system, that the arts will really play a very strong part of that revival. And I'm very hopeful that that's happening. I've seen instances of it already.
Well, parents and students who want to learn more about NOCCA, which, by the way, is a free program, can log on to WDSU.com and just click on Scene on 6. On the 6 on Your Side Live hot seat tonight, the acting superintendent from the Recovery School District, Dr. Robin Jarvis. Dr. Jarvis, thanks for being here.
Glad to be here.
As you know, tonight our feature story was NOCCA, the Creative School of Arts. What does the state offer to programs like NOCCA, and what are you planning in the reinvention of public schools in New Orleans to make sure that the arts, unlike in the past, aren't the first things to go when you consider budget constraints?
We are restaffing the schools with band directors and music teachers. We're also working with young audiences here in the city, a nonprofit here in the city, on arts-infused curriculum in at least 2 of the schools, and then expanding out from there, as well as working with them on possibilities for after-school programs that would connect to the arts. So our intent is to bring the arts, music, and the visual arts back into the school system, and hopefully later partner with NOCCA as well with our high school students.